YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? Hey, you feel me? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Hey, man, the title of this video, if you need healing, watch this. You feel me? Hey, now, the Bible verse that I'm going to be using for this is 2nd Chronicles 7, verse 14. It say, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and heal their land. Now, I was cleaning my room, right? Keep in mind, today, man, I went back to some sins. You feel me? I'll make a separate video about that. And I was just crying out to God, you know? And I realized, right? Like, man, the reason why I keep going back to these sins is because I fear being alone. I don't want to be alone, you right? I'm very uncomfortable with being by myself. Now, I wasn't always like that, you feel me? I remember back in the day, but I would love to be by myself. But I feel like just being on social media, right? Getting addicted to, you know, social media and just, how I say it, just being heartbroken so many times and having my mind so, you feel me? I was just, I guess you could say, indoctrinated with society, bro. And anxiety, you know, society and anxiety, like, for real, like, and it's like, man, I was crying out to God. I was like, God, I need healing, you know, I need healing from all the things I deal with, break these generational curses off my life, you know what I'm saying? I was just praying, crying out to God, like, excuse me, everything I was dealing with, and just giving it to God, you know, this whole day. You know, I even started just, you know, blocking out social media and blocking out, like, certain things, you know, just literally just me alone with God and my thoughts, like, just to learn how to be by myself again, to train my mind to be by myself again, you know, so I don't keep making the same mistakes over and over, right? And I'm just like, you know, God, just heal me from this. And this verse came to me, and I even said it out loud. And I read it, you know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to come on here and speak on it, because I feel like a lot of chosen ones, children of God, just, you know, and even my mom has talked about, you know, this to me. But we truly have to come back to God. You know, we truly have to stop living in sin. We truly have to turn from our wicked ways, you know. Me, myself included. You know, none of us are perfect, but a lot of us keep going back to sin that God has already set us free from. It reminds me of, you know, when the Israelites, you know what I'm saying, God freed them from Egypt, but they were complaining and they didn't, you know, it took them 40 years to get to their promised land, and it was only an 11-day trip. They postponed their blessing by complaining, and I often feel like that. I'm always like, man, I'm always alone. Man, I'm always alone. Why this, why that? You know what I'm saying? And certain people, you know, I'm not saying this message is for everybody, but, you know, if you don't like being alone, man, look, I'm here to tell you, look, you were going through that for a reason, you know, and the more you keep on complaining, the more you keep on trying to, you know, fight your way out of that, it's not gonna work. And I'm talking to myself too, you know, because I've been going against the grain, you feel me? I've been going against the grain, I've been lying to myself, I've been, you feel me? I've been falling into things I shouldn't be doing, you feel me? And it's taxing, bro, you feel me? And God had really revealed it to me today, like, man, look, go to this verse, you know? And I looked it up and I went to it, and I was decided to make a video because I know, like, I'm not the only one going through this. I'm not the only one dealing with this. I'm not the only one. And it's not like I purposely want to go do these things. It's not like I purposely want to keep falling back into things that I used to do. But I realize if I don't break the cycle and I don't realize where it's stemming from, how can I, really cut it off if I don't really know, like, why it's happening? So we have to really be honest with ourselves. We can't, lie to ourselves no more. We can't allow the enemy to, plant thoughts of, doubt in our head or lies in our head. We have to take everything back to God. We have to take every thought, and it's like, I think of it like, man, it's so taxing taking every thought. Like, you know how many thoughts you have? Like, that's one way the devil tries to stop or delay you from doing certain things that you're supposed to be doing. It's just like, I think to myself, like, dang, bro, I got all these thoughts. Like, how am I really supposed to, say all these things to God? And it's like, it's just like you just talking to God. You don't have to, like, say every single thought, but like it's gonna come up in conversation when you talking to God, when you just being open with God, and God has allowed me and answered my prayers. I'm like, God, I used to struggle with praying a lot. Now I see that my prayer life has gotten a lot better, and just communicating and just hearing God and just hearing what He wants me to do. You know what I'm saying? It has definitely improved, and I just I'm thanking God for it. I was like, today I'm like, man, look, I may have been short in this area, but I see growth in this area, and this is gonna help me to get back right in this other area. So I do appreciate, because when your mouth is closed, when your mouth is sealed, when you have either pride in your heart or you feel uncomfortable sharing certain things, that you really are going through, you are putting your own self in a jail cell, putting your own self in bondage. Learning how to be vulnerable is one of the best things you can do, especially with the Lord and people you can trust that are in the body of Christ. But when you are dealing with things and you are just dealing with it by yourself, you are going to crumble. You're not built to handle all that, and that's what I'm still learning, that you have to tell somebody, you have to get it off your chest. And it's best to tell God, because even with my mom, like, she used to tell me certain things and it would just like crush my spirit. It would just feel so negative, and I understand she's just trying to vent, but it's just like, man, like, I had to tell her, and we had a moment last night. Like, I told her like how I felt by that, and she apologized and everything like that. But it's just still like, it's good to tell people that you can trust, but don't burden them with it. Give it to God and tell God as many times as you need to. It's like we almost work in reverse. We would rather, throw it all on a human, and then when it come to God, oh, I already told him, or I already said this, and that was my thing last night. I'm like, well, I already said this, I already said that, and notice the devil ain't gonna attack you for telling your friends. Most likely, he'll attack you quicker for trying to pray to God. That's why prayer is so difficult, because prayer is the outlet. Prayer is the outlet to escape from sin, and we have to really, just allow God to, be there for us. We can't just close him out whenever we go through something, or whenever we're thinking about something, even if we're ashamed of it. And that's just what I've had to learn, and still is learning. But yeah, I don't want this video to be too long, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. If this video helps you, let me know. I'm always there to support y'all and help y'all along y'all journey and whatever y'all struggling with. And yeah, it's Monk Mode Marcus, and we are out, man. God bless y'all.